When I was 9, we were in and out of foster care for a few years until we were adopted, pretty much. They were trying to keep us together. The 7 of us were put up for adoption. One of them stayed in Texas. And then we were adopted. She adopted 3 more. There was 14 of us. I know that he had, obviously he had disabilities. He was in special programs at school. As he, started getting older, my mom just couldn't handle his disability, I guess you could say. He just needed more attention that my parents, because, there was 14 of us, so my parents couldn't give him the attention that he needed. And I think that's why my parents put him in the group home.
One of the great things about Tony was that he really had great success. He was able to move from State Street to our Dryden supervised apartment. He was employed through Challenge Industries. When he lived at Dryden, that's where he met the love of his life, Gale. They built a relationship. They fell in love. You feel so much joy for Tony because he's a great person. So he built this relationship with Gale. They got married. And at the time, we had IRAs that were co-ed, but not any apartments at that time. So Gale and Tony were basically the first ones that I know of in our organization that they lived together. But you would start to see him have some type of tic or body movements. He just seemed to be a little fidgety, I guess. And as he was working here at Catherwood cleaning, it started to affect his job performance.
I started asking, is it his medication that's doing that? And, I started asking questions about it. And eventually that's when somebody said, no, he has Huntington's disease. It was hard because we didn't know a lot about the disease, or we hadn't even ever heard of it. We still want him, included in whenever we have any gatherings and stuff like that, and just trying to prepare, ourselves mentally of what to expect. I know his time is a lot different, and we never know how much time we have.
We can try to reduce the symptoms, but they're going to continue to progress.
This is nice to see, his mobility and all that has changed, but inside he hasn't changed a bit. He was all excited he knows that eventually he's going to need the wheelchair. And they've given him that, which is awesome. I was afraid that they would throw him away and put him in a nursing home, and I didn't want that. So it was really nice to when I went and talked to them to know that they're not just going to throw him away. They're going to do everything possible to accommodate him, and it's awesome to know that they're going to do that. He's going to be there. He will stay here, and we will do what we need to do to accommodate him. He will be here until the end of his life. It's nice to know that he will be with people that he, considers his second family.